Hi, I'm Sebesho Tuta from Black Pearl Lifestyle, an interior designing company that focuses on residential, commercial, and hospitality clients.
Hi, I'm Zimkita Sidumo, and we're here to discuss my Growth Fund corporate project. The artwork in the My Growth Fund office was inspired by Africa because we wanted to bring in the African theme without it being too overpowering or too cliche and cheesy looking. In the boardroom, we have an amazing mirror piece. It's an African map, as well as an African map showing all the maps of the different countries in Africa on the one glass wall, just to incorporate the general idea of Africa without being too specific. And then just use a couple of springbok horns to decorate this space, because we are in South Africa. As the boardroom is the home of the office, South Africa is the home of My Growth Fund. The artwork in the two smaller meeting rooms was specifically inspired by West and East Africa. This is because My Growth Fund has a special relationship with those regions in Africa. The West African meeting room has a West African artifact on the wall and two sculpture heads that adorn the sideboard storage. In the East African meeting room, we have a huge, beautiful artwork that's accompanied by two smaller neck pieces, also East African inspired. What was important when designing the My Growth Fund office was that they wanted it to look stylish, inviting, young, but still respectable for their older clients. And when you think about designing an office space, you think about the functionality, the comfort, you think about lighting. Lighting is also very important. The economics of the space. How are people going to interact in the environment? How are they going to interact with the furniture? And also, was the furniture functional enough? Do we have enough seating for all their meeting rooms? Do we have enough table space for everyone if everyone needed to be in one meeting room, for example? So these are the factors that we had to think about when designing the My Growth Fund office.
What inspired this design of My Growth Fund office is basically Wolf of Wall Street meets Africa, and with a mixture of suits in it. So you'll see in a lot of the spaces a very chic, clean line, but still with a touch of Africa in it, in the textures, in the elements, and basically throughout the whole spaces. So in the different spaces, we played with a lot of print and elements of print. So you'll see in the reception area, the table has a beautiful Ndebele print on it. It's not very obvious, but it's still present. And with the chairs, you'll also see a black and white feel of it, and the texture of the chairs are very natural, and that brings an African element. In the meeting rooms, the sideboards, there's texture within the sideboards where there's a Ndebele print. So Ndebele print has literally ran throughout the whole spaces. And in the main boardroom, the contemporary sideboard table where there's storage and an African mirror on top of it is just completing the sleekness of the space, with a wallpaper that just finishes that wall off. And we've got deep button chairs, leather chairs that bring that richness and where big deals could happen. Designing the office space was amazing, and also just to see how the whole space looks together from concept to how the installation happened is utmost amazing, and I hope the client really enjoys it. And anyone that walks into My Growth Fund utterly feels like they're at home.
It's very true.